Hi, everybody. Welcome to our live stream podcast episode this week. How's everybody doing? Okay, so hopefully you guys will kind of come in here. I have like a podcast episode prepared. So I'm going to go through the podcast topics. We're going to spill some tarot tea as we always do. I also have some transit tea to talk about. And I would love for you guys to like chat with me throughout. I just thought this would be like a fun way to do it this week. I've noticed that sometimes after I do like a super heavy, like edit episode, like the Zara Larson one, and I edit it all myself, I like get behind. So I'm trying to be more consistent. So if I get behind, I'm like, we're just gonna do a live podcast episode. That way we keep it coming. Okay, so a little behind the scenes of life. But okay, guys, I hope everybody's doing well. Say hi if you're in here. Let me know how you're doing. How are you guys feeling? We just are about to have Venus go into Gemini. Then a couple days after that, we are going to have Uranus enter Gemini, where it'll be for 7 years after being in Taurus for 7 years. So we have like some big, major shifts happening this week astrologically. Let me know how it's going. Right now, oh my gosh, in Kansas, we are having the craziest storm. I was worried we were going to like lose power a few minutes ago. It's like we've had tornado watches and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So I was like thinking, it's very wind sign energy. So maybe Gemini is going to be cooking up something good. Maybe the wind is going to blow in the Gemini Venus tomorrow in a beautiful way. Balance it all out. Okay, I'm going to have a sip of my tarot tea and then let's get into these topics. We have some very spicy celebrity to pull cards on. Okay, here we go. I got my documents here. All right, so first of all, you guys, I remembered that in the last celebrity live stream, you guys requested that I pull some cards on reporter Diana Rossini and New England Patriots coach Mike Vrabel. I think that's how you say his name. And then I realized when I heard the blind item stories this week that I never pulled cards on them. So we're going to do that one first. Oh my gosh, Babaloo. Yay. Babaloo says, I'm here and ready for the tea. Babaloo, how are you doing? Oh my God. Nellie's here. Hi, Nellie. How's it going? Oh my God, you guys, how's your week going? How's everyone doing? Jess is here. Hey, Jess. Oh, all right, guys. We're getting some great tea timers in here. Scott's here. Hey, Scott. Oh my God, you guys, this is getting exciting. How is everybody? Let us know how you're doing. Are we ready for the Gemini energy about to flow in here with Venus going into Gemini? Oh, Jess, that's so sweet. Jess says, I loved your Zara Larson episode. That means so much to me. I became an even bigger fan while doing it and then editing it. I was just like, I was in the rabbit hole for a while. So thank you. That means like the world to me, honestly. I'm glad you liked it. All right, guys, so let's start here. Scott, you may be the one that knows the most about this. And were you the one that requested this? And then I let you down last time. Reporter Diana Rossini and New England Patriots coach Mike Vrabel. I think that's how you say his name. Let me know if not. But all right, here's what we have. We're going to pull a couple cards for these two gems. So, all right. Rewarmed tea, guys. New photos emerged of New England Patriots coach Mike Vrabel and NFL reporter Diana Rossini this past week kissing in a New York City bar. Yikes. This via page 6, guys. With reports suggesting these were taken years before their recent vacation photos went viral. So it seems like this has been going on for quite some time. Vrabel is reportedly seeking counseling following the scandal. I mean, I'd start with counseling. Geez, but I feel bad for his wife. And I believe they're both married. Reporter Diana Rossini resigned from her position as senior NFL insider at the Athletic amid an investigation by the outlet, though she insisted that she didn't do anything inappropriate. Mike broke his silence on April 21st, with the coach admitting to having difficult conversations with his family, I'm sure, during a pre-NFL draft press conference at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. We believe in order to be successful on and off the field, you have to make good decisions. That includes me. That starts with me, he said. Okay, well, what do we think, guys? Are we buying this? I mean, this is sad. I hate to see this, It's like, the cheating scandals are so ridiculous. Just don't be with the person, just be single. Also, as a former sports reporter, doing that, and then all of the other reporters are now coming out saying that they have stories on her, and then another reporter came out and said, well, I have stories on all of you guys. It's just a messy look. And as a former sports reporter, it makes me sad to see because I know how much work goes into it when you have that position, and I just feel like they're making the business look bad. I don't know. Let's get it together, people. All right, let's pull some cards and see. It's just sad. That's sad. All right, Diana and Mike. Hey, Alex. Oh my gosh, how you doing? I'm glad you liked it. Yes, you guys, I'm so happy. That means so much. Doing good. Happy to finally catch you live. So glad you're here, Babalu. Yes. It's Rabel like label. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. All right. That's helpful. Jess says, I don't know much about this one, but I heard it's shaking up the football world. Yes, I heard that too. It's going through our local sports radio like wildfire. Really, Scott? What else are they saying about it? Any other tea we should pull a card on? Or is this like the main story? All right, let's pull one card for Diana and one card for Mike just to get their current energy. How about that? One card for Diana's current energy. Oh, the Tower. Well, when the tarot tea isn't pulling any punches tonight. Yeah, Tower moment. I feel like she never thought she was going to get caught because this Tower moment feels shocking. It's like it all came crashing down. I really do feel like there's an amount of narcissism that you have to have, especially to be a sports reporter. And by the way, both of them are at fault. I'm only focusing on the sports reporter position because I used to do that as well for a living. And like in my late 20s, early 30s. And guys, I just cannot imagine doing anything like that because you already are really under a spotlight. And I just remember always wanting to be professional, to, just to act like I belong here. And all of these things just kind of like cheapen you. And everybody that I saw acted like very professional. So I truly think that the amount of narcissism that she had to have to think she can do this, get away with it, go on vacation, do all the things that she did. This was a Tower moment for her. I really think she was shocked. Like, oh my God, like I got caught. Okay. Yikes. What about for Mike? What is his current energy? And equally terrible. Being the coach, having a position of authority, responsibility, having a family. I dug into it a little bit, and apparently just last year, he was like thanking his wife for being patient, for being with him this whole time, helping him to get to this position in his life, being a support system. The betrayal, right? 2 cards flew out, you guys. We're going to be taking them both. Whoa. Okay. The Page of Pentacles and the Strength card. He may be suffering some economic losses as well. Do we know if she's going to, or if he's going to get fired or demoted or be fined? Like, I don't know. I don't know how they handle that, Scott, but it's not good. There's something going on with his money. This is going to mess up his money in some way, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Wait, what happened? So, Alex, there is I guess, pretty well-known sports reporter named Diana Rossini who was caught having an affair with the New England Patriots coach, Mike Vrabel. So both of them were caught red-handed. This kind of reminds me of when like the CEO and like the head of HR were caught at the Coldplay concert. It's like similar to that, like 2 people who, are supposed to have this professional relationship. They were caught dilly-dallying around at a resort, and it's all starting to surface now. And then other reporters are coming forward, Alex, saying, yeah, we've known that she does this. This is kind of like her MO. She's done this with other people. So it's just a bad look. And she resigned. And he's obviously embarrassed and trying to do damage control. We also have the Strength card. So he thinks that he's going to be able to push through this, but we are getting a Page of Pentacles. So I just got goosebumps too. Okay, so I think with the Strength card, the Leo energy, this is kind of talking about an ego, which I mean, you have to have an ego as well, I think, to do this and being in the public eye. And I mean, I don't get it. But yeah, this is like the strength card, the Leo energy with the Page of Pentacles. He is also feeling very confident right now that he's going to be able to get through this and he's going to be unscathed. But the Page of Pentacles is saying, not so fast. You're not going to get out of this unscathed either. Okay, let's do a past, present, future. Let's see. Okay, Jess says, oh, she resigned from her job. That is definitely a tower moment. Right, Jess? Totally. It is so wild. Wait, Michael says he definitely will be fine. No evidence that they had an affair. There were a couple of pictures at the NFL meetings. I don't know, Michael. More pictures have surfaced on page 6 as of today. So maybe check that out and see what you think. And he also has commented on it now. So I think he was caught. All right. So we have the Moon card. Let's say past, present, future. So this would be the past. The Moon card. This is things done in secret, things that are hidden. So I definitely think that the two of them had a lot of hidden feelings, things going on behind the scenes. They dropped pictures of them from 6 years ago. Scott, wasn't one of them like kissing or something too? It appears that her husband hired a private eye. Okay, Scott, there we go. Scott's spilling the tea here. Oh my God. Well, apparently she's been talking poorly about her husband for years. Well, that's gross. That's sad. Okay. So in the past, the Moon card, there was a lot of mystery, hidden emotions. I think that checks out. What about in the present moment? The energy between the two of them. Can you guys hear that thunder and lightning, by the way? It is, or the thunder, it is insane. We are having the craziest storm right now. And I don't think the power is going to go out, but if I like suddenly, go off of here, that's what happened. Okay. Just warning, but hopefully not. This is nuts, you guys. The current energy between them is the 7 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. Look at this, you guys. We have one of the soulmate energy cards. So these two are like, definitely it's giving in love energy. They're looking into each other's eyes, very romantic. And then we have the 7 of Cups, which is a choice to make. Okay. Interesting. So I don't know what is going to happen between the two of them because this to me doesn't look like a clean ending. It looks like there's still, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, there's still communication. There is still trying to figure out what to do next, how to handle things. I just got goosebumps. So another confirmation. I feel like because it's also been such a long-standing affair, like, just for many, many years this has been going on, I don't see this being a clean ending, and I don't know what they're gonna do, like, I think they might be considering finding a way to continue this in secret with the 7 of Cups, really trying to weigh it out. This is kind of unexpected. This is unexpected here. Okay. Whoa. What about for the future? She's talked about a loveless marriage for a long time. Okay, why would she be talking about a loveless marriage in public, but still with her husband? What? Like she said this publicly, Michael? I mean, not to victim blame because, it's definitely she's responsible for saying all that, but why was her husband still with her if she's publicly talking about how much she can't stand him? Like, what is going on here? This sounds psychotic. He owns Shake Shack. I love that place. Ooh, I do too. Alex says it was raining a lot for days here and finally stopped 2 days ago. Oh, good. Well, at least you're not having a drought. I bet you're glad that it's not raining anymore, though. One of her kids is named Mike too. Scott, stop it. That is insane. That is why I feel like we have this Six of Cups soulmate energy card. I do think there's real love, as twisted as it may be. I mean, and to name your kid after your affair partner, that's a new level of diabolical. Oh my God. Eeh. For years on her various shows. Oh my God. This is bad. This is bad. Probably why she stayed married. Oh, because of the Shake Shack of it all? Yes, I'm glad I was stress driving. Aw. Okay, what about the future for them, you guys? And then we will move on to a less disgusting story. This is just like so icky. So many layers of ick. Okay, the future for these two, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. What's going to happen? Why did I just grab like the whole stack? Right. We need a couple cards. All right. Whoop. We have the Six of Swords. So definitely a divorce. I mean, this is the Golden Girls Tarot deck, as you guys know. It's really the main and only one I use. This is Dorothy Zbornak. If you guys know the lore of Dorothy, you know that she was with Stan for a long time, a man who had several different jobs, one of them being a doo-doo salesman. Fake doo-doo salesman. Oh God. Okay. And his name was Stan, and he was just like awful, and he cheated on her, and he was just like the worst ever. Dorothy finally like divorced him. And in this card, we have Dorothy in the boat sailing away from Stan, because it says Stan here, and there's like a rock, and she's like taking all of her swords, all of her mental faculties, and she's just like taking, salvaging what she can and leaving. Now, I'm not sure who the fake doo-doo salesman is in this group, because it seems like it might be all of them, but except the wife, except Mike's wife. We don't know anything about her. There's going to be, I'll just say this, allegedly, there's going to be a divorce. Someone's getting divorced here. This may be the wife, Mike's wife, but somebody who was the injured party is going to decide enough is enough. This person is a fake doo-doo salesman, and I'm out of here. And you know what? Good for them. Whoever that may be out of this foursome, good for them. So there is going to be somebody moving on. All right. What will happen after that? I'm great, Pat. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? Oh, Scott says, I think he will be in more trouble when she starts spilling the beans from her POV. Okay. The fake doo-doo salesman of it all will be exposed. She'll get divorced, Michael says. Jess says, Alex, I'm going to this Friday now that we're talking about it because the burgers are just too good. Ooh, yeah, you guys are making me hungry. Jess says, Britt, have you heard that Harry Styles and Zoe Kravitz are engaged? She was seen with a rock on her hand recently. Jess, yes, that is one of my stories for tonight. And I pulled their birth charts. So we're going to get into the tarot and astrology of it all. Okay, so let's see. Future for them, or future, whatever, future of this whole mess. To clarify, along with that Six of Swords, what else? Allegedly. Oh, there you go. The Five of Cups. Somebody is crying. Yeah, I mean, this makes sense. Oh, but whoever's crying, this is Rose Nyland. This is the person who was with the soulmate and the choices card. They're going to be crying in the future. Okay, so I do think there's going to be some karmic comeuppance. Never fear, you guys. The tables, they do turn, and things tend to even out in the end. If they haven't evened out yet, it's just not the end of the story. So we're going to see things come to light. Things are going to be made more balanced, I guess. We're going to have a divorce, and we're going to have somebody pompous who thought they could get away with it. Five of Cups are going to be crying. So there we go. There we go. It does not pay to be dishonest. Just be honest and break up if you really are over it. That's what I say. All right, you guys. Well, yikes. That was gross. We all need to take 5 showers now, but we did it. We reheated that tea from last time. I'm so sorry that I didn't pull the cards on them. And apparently the story is still ongoing because more More pictures came out this week. So, all right. Hopefully they'll resolve it and, the karma is rebalanced. Okay, moving on to our next story. Harry Styles. Okay. So allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, the rumor is that Harry Styles and Zoe Kravitz are engaged. Now, page 6, as of this evening, let's see, as of 6:45 p.m. Eastern time today, there has not been a confirmation that the two are in fact engaged, but insiders have said, yes, it's true. Zoe, as you said, Jess, has been spotted with a big ring on her finger. And so it looks like, these two are engaged. It really does. So I'm going to read to you guys just a little bit of the update here, and then we're going to look at their birth charts and pull the cards. So, following internet breaking images of Zoe Kravitz sporting a ring on that finger, a source tells Page 6 the high fidelity actress and pop superstar Harry Styles are engaged. He is completely smitten, says the insider. He would jump off a cliff for her. Okay, it's giving Tom Cruise when he jumped on the couch. Meanwhile, we're told Kravitz is on cloud nine. I mean, that's very cute. I'm happy for them. By January 2026, they seemed deeply in love, with a source telling Page 6 that Kravitz had been telling her inner circle that the pop superstar is her soulmate. The pair has kept a low profile, staying tight-lipped on their romance and occasionally being snapped walking around Brooklyn. All right, let's look at their charts. I mean, how did these two crazy kids end up together? All right. So I have a couple of hunches here. First, we have, let's look at Harry. Let's look at Harry Styles, because we've done his birth chart before. We've certainly read his cards before. He has been in the press, dating people over the past few years, had that high profile romance with the director, Olivia Wilde. I was trying to remember her name. That ended up, not working out, but we started to see him in a new light during that time period. Like, he started to seem like maybe he was more relationship oriented, even though that didn't work out. But when we look at his birth chart, we see that he has Venus in Aquarius as well as Mars in Aquarius. Now, Pluto is transiting Aquarius for the next 20 years. So anywhere you have Aquarius placements in your chart, you are undergoing a big shift. So for him, this would be love and passion. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Pluto is transformation. It's very intense. Pluto doesn't want to be on the surface anymore. So if you have Venus in Aquarius with Pluto transiting there, I mean, you are reevaluating the way that you look at love. You are wanting to be very Plutonian about it all. I mean, Pluto's like what matters in life, So I could see everybody with their Venus in Aquarius getting more serious about their love life right now, and really, I mean, and for the next 20 years, but it's like everybody I feel like is being activated with Venus in Aquarius. Taylor Swift has Venus in Aquarius. She's getting married. I made the prediction in the Zara Larson podcast episode, and I still stand by it. I'm waiting for some sort of announcement for Zara and her relationship, because I strongly believe that people with Venus in Aquarius are transforming their love life right now, and it's getting serious, whatever that looks like for them. He also has Mars in Aquarius, and that is passion, that's drive. You know, it's very much about what makes you happy, what you want in your life. And to have both in Aquarius, he very much is attracted to free spirited energy because he's a free spirit himself. So if we look at Zoe Kravitz and her Venus and Mars sign, it's complicated, you guys. It's complicated. So she has her Venus in Scorpio. Okay. Venus in Scorpio and Venus in Aquarius. This is known as a karmic connection, because both kind of rub each other the wrong way, but there is like a karmic intense attraction between these two zodiac signs. So that already, I was like, okay, that's a lot. That's a lot that they have this karmic connection. Now, the intensity and feeling like they're soulmates, yes. A lot of the times, those types of planetary connections will do that. So they have that going on. And then she has her Mars in Aries. Now, Mars in Aquarius and Mars in Aries get along great because Aquarius, being an air sign, fans the flames of the Aries fire. So both find each other very exciting, intriguing, a lot of passion, a lot of fire. It's a really exciting connection between the two of them. I just have some concerns with the Venus in Aquarius and Venus in Scorpio. Now, they could be working through some karmic stuff together, especially because right now Pluto is in Aquarius. So he could be learning about Pluto with her and learning how to go deeper with her. So that is one way that it could be like a karmic positive, but either way, it's intense. He's learning lessons about love very intensely. People with Venus and Scorpio, they are very serious about love. When they love someone, they do not want to share. They can be possessive. Um, they just like they take it seriously. I mean, to them, it's like life or death, versus the free spirit Aquarius is like, oh, I love friends. I love everybody. Scorpio energy is more private, more commitment oriented, commitment focused. They want deep soul level connection. I think that someone with their Venus in Aquarius and Mars in Aquarius would be interested in this, but I think that it might be part of what they're learning in this life. So for Harry, I think that's part of what he's learning is to like sit still and go deeper. And with Pluto there, I mean, if it was ever going to happen, this would be the time because Pluto does give them an advantage. Like it bridges the gap that they would usually have because Pluto is kind of flavoring his Venus sign right now. Okay, he also has his North Node at 29 Scorpio, the anaretic degree of Scorpio. That is major, you guys. That is spiritual enlightenment, needing to let go of Taurus energy, which would be a South Node, which is like love of luxury, lavishing around. I mean, Scorpio North nodes are spiritual, intense. So in a way, he may be learning about his North Node, which your North Node is what you are drawn to, what you have to work on, but you might not really be like great at it. It's like you have to learn about it. It's part of your journey. So that's why I also feel like there is a lot of karma there. Um, she's definitely a guide for him with her Venus at 9 degrees Scorpio. And the anaretic degree of Scorpio is intense. So he has a lot of intense life lessons. He also has his natal Pluto on his North Node at 27 degrees. Yeah, I mean, he is here to transform it like into a more authentic version of himself and to really let go of the material world. Maybe she's going to help him with that. Okay. Other things I noticed about them that I thought was pretty interesting. They were both born on the first, giving them both a one personality. That is so interesting because it's sort of like the two personalities mirror each other. It's like, I'm going to do this. Okay, I get that because I also like to do what I want to do when I want to do. So I kind of like that for them because two people who have one energy, if they are very mature about things, they can really just like hype each other up. It's like you're an individual. That's amazing. I'm not going to hold you back or hold you down because I am too. And I don't want you to do that to me. So I love that about them. And they both have Libra rising, meaning their houses are arranged the same. So they both have their seventh house in Aries, meaning they both need independence and they're both one energy people. So, okay. At first, I was like, the Venus in Aquarius is freaking me out with the Venus in Scorpio. But the more I think about Pluto being in Aquarius right now with the transit there, and the more I think about how they're both one personalities and they both have their houses arranged the same way with the seventh house of partnerships ruled by Aries, I'm like, this is a really like nice relationship because they can both fully be themselves. Maybe that's why they were so like, she was like, this is my soulmate because I think people with Libra ascendant can feel as much as they love relationships and partnerships with a seventh house ruled by Aries, like they kind of need the fire and they need the independence sometimes. And I think they can be really misunderstood in their relationship house. It's kind of a push pull all the time between what I need and what I need to do for others. And it's sort of like an ongoing battle. So if they can understand each other in that way, that actually can be really great and freeing for both of them. Kind of love it. All right, let me check in with what you guys are saying. Zoe has her Mars in Aries. Yes. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Alex said Zara Larson has Venus in Aquarius and she's been with a Capricorn man for years now. There you go. Both Saturn ruled. Zoe Kravitz, Sagittarius Sun, Virgo Moon, Libra Rising, Cancer Midheaven. Yes. The Astro tea is spilling, Alex. I love it. Jess says Harry's Jupiter is in Scorpio, so we can match her a bit with that energy. Yes. Okay. Amplifying her Venus energy. I like that. I think it's a direct conjunction too. Okay. So the love, with his Jupiter in Scorpio, that's amplifying her Venus in Scorpio. So the love can grow and grow to new heights. I like that, Jess. Thank you for adding that. Her Venus in Scorpio is helping him connect more with his Scorpio placements. For sure, Jess. For sure. Hey, Whitney, we're great. How are you? Oh my gosh. How's it going, Whitney? Are you not working tonight? I love it. Yeah. Okay. Did I see everybody's? Oh, Michael says he's missing the draft simply to avoid any questions during the draft. NFL wants attention on players only. Oh, what a mess. That's just embarrassing. Get it together, people. With all the scandals that we've been seeing, I'm just like, my patience is done with it. It's like, get it together, guys. Whitney says, pretty good, guys. I'm glad everyone's doing well. Nope, I don't work. Yay. Okay, Whitney, I'm so glad. Well, happy you're here. We are spilling on some crazy Hollywood stories. Okay. So let's see. Is there anything else we need to talk about before we pull cards for them? Let's see. Where's their Chiron? Zoe's Chiron is in Cancer. Okay. Along with her midheaven. And Harry's Chiron is in Virgo. Okay. I like that. When you have compatible Chiron placements, which is the wounded healer, it's where we experience a wound, but also where we heal that wound. And then we're able to help others heal. We're able to really experience and share that energy in a beautiful way. I like that this is a Virgo Cancer connection because those two signs get along so well. Both are very soft and nurturing and can really help each other, like bring out the best in one another. So also, good for mutual healing. I kind of love it, guys. I can see it. I can really see it. So interesting. Does he have any? Oh, interesting. Okay. Harry has his Saturn in Pisces. He just had his Saturn return. Honestly, kind of a great time for him to get engaged. Everyone says post Saturn return is the ideal time to get engaged. If you got engaged before your Saturn return, it's fine. No big deal. But just ideally, it's easiest to do it after because you mature more. You kind of come into a different level of how solid you are as a person and like what your values are. So with Harry, I feel like, he was in a good place solidly to do it. And she actually has her North Node in Pisces. So he's mastering and has mastered a lot of Pisces energy, which is what she's working on. A lot of good, like mutual growth here. I wouldn't say this is like a super easy breezy connection, but when you have a North Node in Pisces and a North Node in Scorpio, you're here to experience intensity and not necessarily the most easy breezy. So kind of seems like a good mutual growth path. So let's pull some cards and see what's going on between these two. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. Okay, Jess says, I just thought about how Travis Kelce has his Venus in Scorpio and Taylor Swift has her Venus in Aquarius. Interesting. Okay, so the same would apply to them. So then Taylor currently has Pluto transiting Aquarius, so transiting and connected to flavoring her love style, making her value more intense connections. Whereas in the past, she was probably more big group, friendship oriented, giving her some shifts internally to where she's wanting to have a more intense and serious love life. And with his Venus in Scorpio, that is something that comes naturally for him. So yeah, I think that Pluto is bridging the gap. for anybody who has a Scorpio Aquarius connection with their partner. Very interesting. Jess, thank you for pointing that out. I feel like with astrology, I'm like always noticing, learning new things. I wonder if that's a theme. If more people with Aquarius placements, because Pluto is transiting Aquarius right now for the next 20 years and they're changing, I wonder if more Aquarius placement people are being attracted to Scorpio people since Pluto's the ruler of Scorpio. Weigh in, guys. If you've noticed that, if you know anybody who is in that situation, let me know. So interesting. Didn't Harry Styles and Taylor Swift date years ago? Yes, they did, Alex. And it didn't work out, probably because, I mean, if you have two Venus and Aquarius people, that is a very kind of like hands off. Like it can work, of course, because they get each other. But at the same time, it's like two Venus and Aquarius people, like who is there to bring the connection down to earth? You know, if you have two air sign Venuses and Aquarius in particular, because Aquarius is more about the collective, friendship, groups, can be detached in a way. You know, we've talked about this. It's like you sort of need a different zodiac sign to be able to keep the two together. I could see two Venus and Aquarius people just sort of drifting apart by accident in a way because there was no one there to ground the connection, you know? I could see it. Okay. Oh my God. Wait. Yeah. Jess says they used to date and then they both got engaged to people with Venus and Scorpio. Oh my God. Jess. So true. How crazy. Maybe they were both looking for that. And Zoe's invited to Taylor's wedding to Travis. It's all coming full circle. I bet I'm sure that she'll bring Harry as a date. Wow. Okay. Can't wait for the tea to spill about that. All right. Let's see. Detached love from a distance. Exactly, Alex. Love from a distance. Okay. So let's pull a card let's get their feelings individually. So how does Zoe Kravitz, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, feel about Harry Styles? Let's see what we get. A full circle moment. Totally. I love how Taylor's friend group is kind of messy, but that's always been her thing, right? Totally. July 3rd in NYC. Nice. All right. Zoe's feelings, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, towards Harry. Ooh, okay. The world card. Well, first of all, makes sense because he does have Venus in Aquarius, like we've been talking about. Venus in Aquarius definitely has a love for the whole world. And with him being, Harry Styles, an international superstar, in a sense, he does have the world in his hands. He is able to go anywhere in the world and connect with fans and, create companies and put out albums and this is like you really can sort of do anything that you want in life. Someone who also is connected to the world at large, for sure. And Venus in Aquarius, it's a love of humanity. This is someone who genuinely wants the world to be a better place. And he's put out several songs that have had these social undercurrents, and he does promote love and acceptance. So she sees this in him. This is very positive. Okay. That's how she feels about him. That's the primary thing that when she thinks about him, she really does respect that. Okay. I should goosebumps again. So more confirmation. Okay. What about Harry? How does Harry okay. That flew out. How does that flew out? Did y'all see that? How it floated out? And how crazy is this? I was saying, how does Harry feel about Zoe Kravitz? You guys, the Queen of Cups flew out. I hope that y'all could see that on the camera. I hope it was translating on camera because it flew into my hand. That was weird. And for it to be the Queen of Cups, you guys, stop. The Queen of Cups, this is your ultimate. So absolutely. Are they engaged? I would say yes. I would bet on that right now. I would put money on that today. This is beautiful. I love this energy. The Queen of Cups is like the queen of your heart. This is your ideal partner, someone that you feel like you can trust, you can talk to, that you truly love. You feel confident that they also love you. This is like such a beautiful energy, like what you would want for someone to think of you. The Queen of Cups is the highest, most loving, emotional card in the deck. So that's amazing. Okay, I love that. How cute. Oh my God. You guys, this is so cute. Definitely a love story. The Queen of Cups. Jess says, I think Zoe is the first partner of Harry's that I like for him because of the synastry. Okay. He dated Taylor Russell, but she had too much Cancer energy going on in her chart. Oh, interesting. And doesn't he have, let's see, he has Uranus and Neptune in Capricorn. So it'd be opposing her Cancer energy. He doesn't have any Cancer placements, does he? Yeah. Yeah. I could see that not, yeah. Definitely, I think they just need different things, you know? People with Cancer energy, I have noticed, do really well with other people who have earth sign energy, particularly Taurus and Virgo, and also do really well with other water signs. The fire sign energy and the air sign energy can be a little bit overwhelming and also sort of like destabilizing for Cancer placements because they need like that nurturing and like reassurance and connection. Um, Someone with a lot of Aquarius, I feel like would just make them feel a little bit unstable, you know? Okay, so this is beautiful energy between them. Let's do past, present, future because I didn't see this one coming. Did you guys? I feel like this was fast. They got engaged quickly. Um, yeah. So let's see. Past, present, future. Oh, okay. So this just flipped over. Oh my God. So this is the past energy. 4 cards. I guess we're going to take them, you guys. So this is how they got together. And maybe there's so much energy in the past because it's almost like even though it seems like a short amount of time, it's like a lot happened in that short amount of time. And here's how it unfolded, guys. Started with the Lovers card. Okay. So maybe it started off with there being a lot of attraction and maybe both thinking this is going to be a fling because the Lovers card is like, you know, lover's energy, right? But also a choice to make. So this is sort of like, I don't think it, when it started off, either of them thought that it was going to get this serious in the beginning. We also have, this is cute, the Best Friend of the Year awards, a friendship in the beginning, which I think is ideal. I think having a friendship to start off any sort of relationship is like what gives the relationship that grounded, you know, long lasting aspect. So I love this best friend. Yeah, they started off as friends. There was like a close connection. It was sort of like they clicked. I think that that's what bridged the gap from starting off as lovers. A really solid friendship started to develop naturally. How cute is that? And then we have, oh my God, how sweet. This is like the energy that they both had when they got together. So he was in King of Wands energy. So definitely pursuing her, very interested in her, thinking that she's super attractive. And this is just him like really being into her. So lots of texting, lots of calls, maybe sending flowers, like really trying to get her attention. And she was in this 9 of Cups energy of really taking care of herself, which I feel like is super attractive. You know, when you are in 9 of Cups energy and you are like solid in yourself, you really know what you want in life. Other people are attracted to that. You know, it's one of those things where it's a confidence that just makes other people want to be around you. And I saw somebody mention that she was engaged to Channing Tatum. She was. Let me see. I think I pulled a yeah, Channing Tatum, but they called it quits in 2024. Okay. So I had like little notes. So yeah, they did call it quits in 2024. And I'm sure that was kind of difficult. But what happens is it's sort of like with anything, you know, after the tower card comes the star card in the tarot, because it's like after every difficulty, you know, you bounce back better, you learn more. Now you're older, wiser, you know more of what you want, right? Everything negative just helps to tell you about what you do want. And so you have to keep going. You can't get stuck in like the negative feelings, you know? And I feel like she didn't get stuck. She got into 9 of Cups energy. She was like, I'm going to transform my life. 9 is transformation. Cups is emotions. And I think after that breakup, she was like, I'm going to do what makes me happy. And I think she gained like a deeper sense of knowing what she wants in life emotionally. And so she was in a really good spot to know what she wants and feeling confident, feeling good about herself. And he was in a spot where he was like, I really like this woman's energy. She's pretty fantastic. We've become best friends. Lots of spicy attraction. And so it seems like that's how this kind of just has progressed. Okay. And that was just in the past, you guys. That was just the past. Okay. What about the present? I'm going to reintegrate these cards because they are getting a lot of cards. And I like that because I feel like that means there's a lot of energy between them, which I think is really good. It's not a stagnant relationship. It's a quick moving energy. There's like a lot going on for both of them, which is really exciting and can keep people together. Like you need to have a lot of this activity. Okay, Alex says she's definitely Queen of Cups. She is. Oh my God. Excuse me, tiny yawn. You guys know. You guys already know how I am. We will pull cards on Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi after this. Oh my God. It's so weird. It's making no sense. It's giving publicationship, to be honest. I totally think it's a publicationship. Okay. Scott says, seems weird that he's dating an ex's friend. Are you talking about Taylor and or who? Who are you talking about? Or are we talking about Jacob Elordi? Which one? I feel like Hollywood is so small. Oh, Scott says, I wonder if she talked to Taylor beforehand. Right? I feel like because Taylor was already in a serious relationship, I wonder if she would, and also with Venus and Aquarius, when you move on, you really do move on. It's not like a Venus and Scorpio person who's going to hold a grudge. So I feel like maybe she just really was like, I'm happy and I'm in a relationship and I want you guys to be happy too. So maybe she really was just okay with it. I could see her being like that. I really could. Venus and Aquarius, I think, can pull that off genuinely. Whereas not a lot of Venus placements can. Okay. Yeah, typical of Hollywood, they all date one another. Okay, so current energy between them, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. Let's see. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so they are feeling very fortunate. They're feeling like things are really looking up for both of them. The Wheel of Fortune, when it's turning and you are in a positive state, like it just means that you feel super optimistic about life, your future. Life is feeling exciting for them. That's good. Okay, cute. Also, Wheel of Fortune is like anything is possible. Like we can live wherever we want. We can do whatever we want. It's just sort of like the world is your oyster energy. Okay, what else for their present moment? Okay, we have some requests for Bridgerton tea. Yes, you guys, absolutely. We will get to that as well. Let me make a little note so I don't skip anybody. We're going to do Kendall and Jacob, and we're going to do Bridgerton. Okay, and by that time, we will probably be at over an hour. You guys, tell me, how does time fly like this? I don't get it. Like when we're spilling the tarot tea, like I feel like we've been here for like 20 minutes. It's already like 48 minutes. Like what? Time flies when we're having fun. So I had some more transit tea to get to. I'm just going to do that in the Patreon that I'm going to record right after this. And I'm not going to edit it. I'm just going to put it up. Like I said, my new plan with everything in my Aries third house, which is just like do it, release it, do it, release it. And then with Uranus and Gemini, I'm going to listen to the planets and I'm just going to keep putting stuff out there faster. Okay, that's how I'm using it. But we'll talk about how we're going to use the planets more in the Patreon and members only. Okay, back to these two though. So we have the Wheel of Fortune for them in the present. What else? What else? Time flies when you're having fun. That's right, Jess. So true. Venus and Aquarius definitely wouldn't care that much compared to other Venus signs, right? Totally. Totally, Jess. All right, for them in the present, Temperance. Ooh, okay, this is also the card associated with Sagittarius, which she has, a Sagittarius sun. What else does she have? So Sagittarius sun, Sagittarius Mercury. By the way, amazing, amazing with Aquarius energy. Aquarians can get kind of bored, and especially if they start to feel stagnant. And Aquarians are so much in their mind. They are associated with like Uranus, technology, the future. A lot of the time, they're always like, I don't know, envisioning the future, envisioning something new. And Sagittarius is one of the few zodiac signs that can match their energy. Maybe the only zodiac sign that can match their energy in that area, because Sagittarius is the philosopher. So they will like enjoy having these conversations about the future, the past, getting philosophical, like artistic, reading books and like coming up with worlds. Like, I don't know. I mean, the creativity is boundless between a Sagittarius and an Aquarius. So with Uranus and Sagittarius that she also has, oh, at the anaretic 29th degree, she's a very evolved Sagittarian energy. With her Uranus and Sagittarius, Uranus ruling Aquarius, there's some great connections here between them, you guys. I'm actually totally seeing it now, and I think this is fantastic. Temperance here, this is basically saying that they have a lot of great conversations. The Sagittarian energy is on fire. They're able to talk about everything and anything, and they enjoy these types of conversations. There's a really good intellectual connection. Also, with Temperance, they're on the same page about how they want to do things in life. Temperance is like, we're not going to get too high, we're not going to get too low. We are on the same path. We know how we want to do things. We agree on how we're going to do things. Which I like that. I think temperance is one of the things that is hard sometimes to cultivate in your own life. And well, depending on your placements, but it can be hard. And for them, I think that they really balance each other out with the temperance. They keep each other really in a good headspace. That's fantastic. Temperance and Wheel of Fortune. This is longevity. This is a connection that can really go the test of time or stand the test of time. Okay. And then what about the future for them? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Jess says, I'm so excited for this Uranus transit in Gemini. It'll be moving through my first house. Amazing, Jess. Oh my gosh. How fun. How fun. I'm excited too. It'll be moving through my fifth house of creativity. I'm so excited. I'm ready. It's been in my fourth house, Taurus. No, thank you. I'm over it. Learned a lot, though. Learned a lot. Okay, for the future, Harry and Zoe, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Ooh, we're going to take it. Okay, Page of Pentacles. They may start a new venture together. Harry had that like nail polish line, pleasing. Zoe is like multi-talented. She's an actress, but she's also, doesn't she do other things too? I feel like she also has done like music or art or something. Not sure. Please let me know if you guys know, but I get the sense that they might make something together or create something. Page of Pentacles, this would be working together. Maybe they're going to launch a brand. Maybe they're going to do like a short film because he's also an actor. There's going to be something that they're going to work on together creatively that has to do with their careers. Maybe they're going to produce something together, like both be producers on a show or writers for a movie. Yeah, but this is working together in the future. Okay, cool. I actually think that they could do it with all their placements and with temperance, whereas some couples, I think it would be really bad for them. With them, I think that their connection thrives when they are coming up with ideas together because of the Aquarius, Uranus, Sagittarius connection. It actually feeds their relationship. Whereas with other couples, I think it can create something like, I don't know, like a weird sense of competition or power imbalances, weird vibes. With them, I don't get that. I get that it actually is really good for them. Helps them to grow and just continue to generate new ideas. They kind of feed off each other. All right, what else for their future with Zoe Kravitz and Harry Styles? Allegedly. I know the cards for Harry and Zoe are so good, right, Jess? Jess. And they just got better. Stop it. The Queen of Wands. Okay. So I feel like this is Zoe really thriving. We have seen Zoe Kravitz act in a few things, but we have not necessarily seen everything that she can do. I am getting this sense that there's something about this future Page of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands. He's really going to want her to shine in this relationship. And I think it's mutual. I think that it's a mutual thing, but we're getting that she is the Queen of Wands now. We had him as the Queen of Wands, by the way, in the beginning of their connection when we did the past, present, future, or when we did the past. So they're mirroring each other. Love that. Queen of Wands is passion, excitement. But because I'm talking about um, fire sign energy in the future with, Sagittarius and the ideas and all of that, and the Queen of Wands, this is like, in a way, she's going to be getting her like good karma from this connection. I think that he's really going to help boost the things that she wants to do in life. And this is going to make her very happy. What a supportive, amazing connection that I think has just layers of benefits for both of them. I feel like they're both going to help each other really continue to evolve in the direction of their North nodes into the people that they're meant to be. I love it. And the Queen of Cups is like or the Queen of Wands is like so happy. Beautiful, amazing. Honestly, couldn't be better. No notes. So happy for them. Okay, wait, what do you guys think? I'm going to read y'all's comments. Oh, wow. Babalu said she directed a movie and Channing acted in it. Okay, I think these two are going to team up as well. But I think it's going to be really, really good. Maybe it'll hit like, maybe they'll win an Oscar or something. Like this is like Queen of Wands is like really doing what you've always wanted to do. Yes, it was called Blink Twice. It was a good movie. Oh, it was? Okay, I'll have to check it out. Scott says, I wonder if Taylor has done her invitations to her wedding. Oh, I bet she has. I bet she has. And if she's invited them both, and if Travis knows he's been invited or would be coming with Zoe. Oh, if Travis knows about Harry. I have a feeling, Scott, and I don't know, this is just my sense, but I have a feeling that Taylor and Travis are like such soulmate energy that I really feel like he wouldn't be bothered. Because also, didn't they date like when they were teens? I feel like it was a long time ago, and I don't think it was super serious, like maybe more puppy love. Um, I don't know. I get the sense that Taylor and Travis are really like connected, really good. Now, with his Venus and Scorpio, I'm not saying that he wouldn't be a little bit annoyed, like deep down, but I think that they have a good relationship, a good connection. I think they know that they're soulmates. So I don't get the sense that they would be too bothered by it. But that's funny. That is funny to be a fly on the wall. I'm with you. I'm with you, Jess, to be a fly on the wall, honestly. And yes, Zoe has done music. She even had her own band. Okay. What if they make music together too? There is something creative that we're going to be seeing from both of them that I think is going to take them in a new direction that is just going to help them evolve. Very exciting. Okay, Alex, thanks for sharing that. That adds a lot of needed context to the situation. So cool. Okay, so they both are actors and musicians. I can't wait to see what they create together. It's going to be exciting. Okay. Jess says, yes, Harry and Taylor dated when he was like 19 and she was like 22 or 23. Right. I feel like, enough time has passed that I think that they're probably, everybody's kind of okay with it. And she's collabed with other artists. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Zoe helped Taylor with one of her songs on Midnights. Oh my God. I wonder if, yeah, okay. I'm just excited. I think they're definitely going to work on some really great things together and create some beautiful art. And okay, y'all had to have heard that thunder, right? It's getting crazy around here. All right. We press on. Next story, you guys. We're going to talk about Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. When I saw this headline, I was fishing around the internet for stories for tonight. When I saw this headline, I rolled my eyes so hard. I was like, I'm sorry. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. We're going to pull the tarot cards. We're going to let the tarot tea do its spilling, but I don't buy it. I feel like it's pub relationship city because Euphoria just came out. Kendall's like Jenner Kardashian. So I feel like that family is always down to do publicity because they want to stay relevant. They want to keep making money. They want to keep getting whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, yes, Kendall is a model and she has her own business. She has a lot of Aries in her chart and Scorpio, and she's very focused, as we saw when we did her reading the last time we did a celebrity live. And we got that she's very focused on her own success and her money, and good for her. Live your life. But it's just hard to imagine that these two are dating. It just really is. I feel like he had something big to promote with Euphoria. She is in the publicity machine, and that was the match made in heaven. So let's see. And she has stuff that she wants to promote, like her business. So let's see. Yeah, we talked about this tea last time. This last tea time. Yes, we did. Definitely a PR stunt, right? Right. I still am going to stand by that. She has a Capricorn midheaven. Alex, stop it. Okay, we've never been more sure of anything in our lives then. And honestly, no shade. If you have a Capricorn midheaven, that's amazing. My Mars is in Capricorn. So I see you. I get it. Sometimes you just want to win, and that's okay. We all have a right to want to be our best and win in life. I just think that it's funny when you see relationship announcement. It's like, we know her birth chart. Okay. We know what's going on here. Allegedly. So allegedly for entertainment purposes only, what is really going on between Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi? Kylie and Timothy have better synastry than Jacob and Kendall. Oh my God, Jess. Jacob loves a Nepo baby though. He does seem to date a lot of Nepo babies. We also had a request from a tea timer who commented on the last live stream that they were wondering about how Margot Robbie feels at this moment, because there was a lot going on with she and Jacob Elordi, a lot of rumors, blind items saying that things got a little more spicy. They were definitely all over each other in the press tour. So people are wondering how she's feeling. So we will also pull a card for that. We'll be a little messy at the end. But first, these two. All right, let's get a card for how Kendall really feels towards Jacob, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. How does Kendall Jenner feel towards Jacob Elordi, allegedly? Okay, the Two of Swords. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Not really sure what to do with this. This is her, not me. Not really sure what to do with this. Not really sure. Don't know. Don't really want to move things forward, but don't really want to cut this off because this is good. This is a good thing. But I mean, this person sort of feels, it's like Kendall feels sort of stuck. I wonder if, I don't know, it's giving momager worked this out and you kind of don't want to be in it, but you also do see the value. So is this a love card though by any means? No, absolutely not. This is not a love card. This is swords. Swords are thinking, our mind. It's like, ugh, what should I say? What do I need to do? It's strategy. It's Capricorn midheaven, doing something that they think is going to move their plan forward, but not wanting to do it, but doing it anyway. That's the Two of Swords. It's like, I'm kind of stuck. This is what I think I should do. But man, I don't really want to do it. Not enjoying it. Okay. Interesting. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, how does Jacob Elordi feel towards Kendall Jenner? Oh, that card had some snap to it. Ooh, okay. The Four of Pentacles. This is a fear of losing money, a fear of becoming a Four of Pentacles. Now, I'll say this. Being an actor, and at any sort of level, at any stage, I do think there is a level of fear and anxiety that this movie or this TV show or this booking is going to be your last. Now, I don't think for Jacob Elordi that that's true. I don't think that he is going to lose steam or lose momentum. I think he's pretty solidified right now as one of the A-list actors. And I think he's going to continue to get booked on jobs. But, Euphoria has had some mixed reviews. I think that he probably could anticipate that, knowing what the show is about, kind of seeing, Sydney Sweeney allegedly who was a part of Euphoria, was also allegedly cut from the Devil Wears Prada movie. She had a cameo in it. She's no longer in it. She's had a lot of controversy, not getting along with Zendaya, uh, really problematic political views and ads that she did where people were questioning if she was a white supremacist, and she didn't come out emphatically and say, no, I'm not. So a lot of people are really over her, myself included. So it's like, I think he had a little fear that maybe he would wind up in the 4 of Pentacles spot. And so again, this is money, this isn't love. So this would be very consistent with someone trying to get ahead of it by getting the publicity machine to work for them. Um a little bit of a little fear, a little disappointment. I think that he also really enjoyed I dropped that card. Really enjoyed the success of Euphoria. Just like anybody else, he loves the good press and he loves it when he's getting good reviews. Um, I think he has a real fear of kind of falling from grace. So, yeah. I mean, is this giving love, you guys? No. This is giving like I'm doing what I have to do, Kendall, and him being like, I don't want to fall from grace. I need to stay in the public eye. I need to get good press. So publicationship, I think all the way. All right. Anything else about these two? I feel like that really told us what we needed to know. Olivia, Jade, and Jacob were a messy couple. Yeah, Jess, weren't they like on and off, on and off? I saw that Sydney Sweeney was cut, yes, out of the Devil Wears Prada movie, right? Oh my God. Funny story, you guys. Michael, he's like in, my husband, Laura Moog, he's in the like AMC or Cinemark Club or whatever. He loves movies. And he got like this invitation to get tickets for a screening of Devil Wears Prada. Long story short, we go last night to the movie theater thinking that we're going to see the Devil Wears Prada. And we're sitting there, and then all of a sudden the Michael movie starts. And we're like, what are we doing? We're in the wrong movie. I didn't wanna see it because I was scared that it was gonna be, like, really sad, like, him, getting, like, beaten up as a child and all this stuff because he went through so much. And then also, like, I don't know how I feel right now about did bad things happen to kids at Neverland or did they not? Anyway, all in all, though, it was a really good movie, and I'm glad I saw it. And I was like, "Maybe I was meant to see this." Anyway, okay. Random side thought, but, like, was basically forced to watch the Michael movie. And so then we were like, "That was the weirdest thing that's ever happened, though. How did we wind up in the wrong movie?" And our tickets even said Michael, so whatever. Um, okay, but back to the tea. Back to the tea. Anything else about Kendall and Jacob? Anything else about these two? I mean, Kendall and Jacob as a couple seem very boring to me. Yes, Gunyar agreed. Like no spice, no heat, just cold vibes. Exactly. I don't even know if they spend time alone together with these cards. Do you know what I mean? This is like we're only together when it's like in the contract, because we have like money and then her with the swords. So I don't know that there's any spice going on behind the scenes. Anything else? Ooh, the Queen of Swords. Yikes. Be careful, Jacob, Elordi. Be careful. She's all swords. This is totally her. Two of Swords, Queen of Swords, and you guys said Capricorn midheaven, right? Yeah, she is so strategic. Kendall knows exactly what she's doing. And honestly, good for her because I think if you are someone in Hollywood, you need to be a Queen of Swords. Heck, if you're a person in any sort of like corporate environment or Hollywood environment where you're vulnerable, you got to be a Queen of Swords or a King of Swords energy because this is like you are looking out for your own best interests. In one hand, she has the sword, in the other hand, it's outstretched. And this is basically just a card that says the energy around her is I will give you things. I will be kind to you with the hand outstretched. As long as this is good for me, I'll be good to you. But if you like screw me over, make me look bad, do anything to wreck my Capricorn midheaven ambitions. Like if you make me look bad, if you go against the contract, there's a sword that she's holding up ready to strike. So this is like, I will sue you. I will like, she is really on guard here. I think this is like the biggest publicationship reading I've ever done. Okay. Anything else maybe from him? How was the Michael movie? Alex, it was so good. I'm not gonna, it was so good. It was so good. It was so good. I mean, I love Michael Jackson's music. Always have, obsessed. Like that is like the music of my soul. He's a Virgo. So love that. But I don't know. I've had so much like sadness about just wondering, like, did he like hurt kids? Did he not? Like when you watch this movie though, you really feel like he just had an innocent soul. And like, I don't know. I don't want to ruin it for anybody that's gonna see it. But like the way he loves animals and like all that, it's like you see how like maybe it could be true that he didn't hurt anybody, you know? But then my husband, my Michael, pointed out that it was also like produced by his family. So like that's kind of one narrative. I don't know. If you love Michael Jackson music and stuff, like it tells the story of his career, which is super interesting. Like I loved it. And there's a lot of great music and like you just want to dance the whole time. So kind of fantastic. Really glad I was forced to see it by accident. Yes, Virgo sun. And then, I did his birth chart. I had to. I had to look at his birth chart as soon as I got home. His birth time accuracy is poor, but allegedly he's also a Pisces rising or was a Pisces rising, which makes sense because his appearance changed a lot. I don't know. Let me know if you guys want me to do a reading on Michael Jackson. That could be a separate video, but let me know. Cause I also feel weird about like the allegations against him and stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. Okay. Anything else about Kendall and Jacob before we move on? Oh, the Hanged Man. To get the Hanged Man and the Two of Swords, these are the two cards that are like, I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't really want to move forward, but I don't want to cut things off. I mean, this is like I'm stuck in the middle and I'm not. I'm just kind of in it for now. Like I'm just going to be here and do this because I think this is what I need to do. Yeah. Publicationship. I stand by my last reading. Publicationship. I feel he was innocent, right? I certainly felt that way after the movie. I really did. Okay, Alex, I do want you to do that. Okay. Okay. Well, you don't have to tell me twice. I already did it like privately. I was just like in the birth chart last night after the movie. And then Kendall has an Aries rising. Yes. Okay, Jess says Kendall's a Scorpio sun and moon in Aries. That is a strong sun and moon combination, right? Ooh, can you imagine, you guys? Oh, and the thunder at the exact time. Scorpio sun, Aries moon. I mean, you are walking through this world like you own the place, you know? Oh my God. I'd like to experience that energy for like one day. Ooh, as the house shakes from the thunder, guys. Compared to Jacob's Cancer sun, Pisces moon, it's not pleasant, you guys. It's not pleasant. And she is the Queen of Swords with that birth chart. I mean, dang. Ooh, that gives me the chills. Like, oh my God. When the tarot tea is just so spot on with the birth chart. It's crazy. Okay, so now for our Bridgerton. All right, for the Bridgerton requests. She doesn't like him that much. Yeah, Gunyar, she doesn't like him that much. I agree. Okay, so let me scroll back up to the request, you guys. We had two requests for Bridgerton tea. We had a pour of a sadness. Sorry, I always try to say that, and I don't know if I'm saying it right, but the intention is there. Okay, we have some tea spillage from you guys about Antonia Rumiliati and Luke Newton, who we have been thinking for a while could be on the rocks. Of course, Luke is on Bridgerton, plays the love interest of Nicola Coughlan, just to catch everybody up. I mean, quite the spicy situation for this group of people. So Gunyar says the streets are saying Nicola and Jake maybe broke up because her Kladov ring is facing away from her, which means single. Stop. Antonia posted on Insta and almost 3 days passed and Luke didn't like it yet. Ooh, Gunyar doing that investigative reporting work. I see. I like it. That's what we like to see, Gunyar. Okay, then Gunyar says, can we also look at Luke and Antonia, Nicola and Jake, Luke and Nicola, current and next 6 months energy to each other? Okay, so just like a basic update on what's going on with this situation. It's weird he didn't like it. So do you know if she has ever been spotted with her Clada ring turned in the right direction, like, or turned outward, like she's not single? Like, is she someone that we think has been known to wear the ring for its symbolic purposes? Hmm. I honestly think it's very possible that Luke and Antonia are having fights this week, especially the 25th of April, because Uranus enters Gemini. Okay, let's pull the cards and see, you guys. Oh my God, Alex, I'm so glad I saw this. I was scrolling through it. I missed this request before. Alex said, can we pull a card on if Zara Larson will be collabing with Tate McRae in the near future? Zara opened up for Tate's tour last year. Sure, let's see if we can get something. Okay, then that'll be our last one. Zara and Tate. You know, she has been collabing with the most interesting people. I feel like she's going to be on a collab run for a while. So I hope so. I could see it. Okay. Wait. Okay, Alex says, wait, Britt, can you scroll up and see what I said about Sydney Sweeney? I want to know if you agree with that or not. Okay, let's see. Jess would also love a Michael Jackson breakthrough. Okay, yay. And you sent that at 11:01 p.m. So 111. You guys, that is my favorite angel number of all time. So it's got to happen. It's got to happen. Like that movie, I got so much from it, you guys. Like, definitely see it. If you're a fan of his, definitely see it. Okay. Let's see, Alex. Okay. Alex said, honestly, Sydney Sweeney isn't acting anymore in Euphoria. Alex is spilling some hot tea here. She's literally her character Cassie in real life, but more strategically. Alex, do you think that the Euphoria writers sort of shadily wrote this character for her based on what they've seen her do in real life? I could see it. Just like Cassie will do anything for attention and money, Sydney Sweeney will too, and has been doing just that. I agree with you 100%, Alex. 100%. And I wonder if we could even go a step further and say that the writers of this season of Euphoria wrote the character that way to kind of mirror her life. Maybe a little shadily, which, hey, you got to do what you got to do. Okay. Call it out. Yes, I can't wait to see all these new collabs and remix of her Zara's Midnight Sun album songs, right? It's going to be so good, you guys. So good. Gunyar says there's a recent pic from Nicola's Saturday Night Live UK rehearsal. The ring is facing outwards. Also, there's a new pic of Jake with some girl. Oh, that is very close. We don't know if Jake's pic is recent or not. Oh my God. Okay. Alex said, yes, I think you're right. Alex, we agree. We agree with each other and ourselves. Okay, let's see. What is going on with Antonia and Luke, allegedly for entertainment purposes only? What energy surrounds Luke Newton and Antonia Rumiliati at this time? The Seven of Pentacles, this is spiritual work in a relationship, doing spiritual work. So that would be that there is still a connection between the two of them. However, the Seven of Pentacles, that's not like a light and lovey-dovey energy. You know, it's not like the Queen of Cups. It's not like the Two of Cups. It's not even a wand, for goodness sakes. Pentacles, this has to either do with money or stability. And the seven energy is spiritual. So it's like they are working through some life lessons together. It's a little bit heavy. Okay. There's a little bit of a heavy energy between them. Let's see what else. The Empress. No, I did get the Empress in reverse. I haven't been reading reversals tonight because I've just been wanting to get like sometimes I just get in the mood to not read reversals and just do everything like as upright energy. But with this one, my intuition tells me to keep it in the reverse. The Empress reverse is someone who has a lot of Empress energy potential. When you use that to clarify a 7 of pentacles of spiritual work, this is like Antonia is doing the spiritual work to get into Empress energy. She might be going through some hard times right now. I know that a lot of the Luke fans are not a big fan of Antonia, but I get that she is like on a path to become more of this Empress energy that is within her. So, I mean, this is like her learning and growing, you know? I think that this shows that she has a lot of like positive potential as a person. It's interesting that's coming out in a love reading. It's almost like the relationship is more about helping them grow as people and less about a lot of romantic connection. Maybe it's like a karmic relationship. Okay, let's see if we can get Luke's energy because we're getting a lot of the feminine energy. Let's see if we can get his energy. Shady Euphoria writers, right, Alex? You know they are. We never got light energy for Luke and Antonia. Yeah, we didn't. Also, Antonia did her hair fully blonde like Nicola. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Well, we always get Empress energy for Nicola. I wonder if she's kind of inspired by her in a way, you know? Like, I don't know. Just kind of popped in my head. Okay, Queen of Cups. It's weird that we're talking about blonde hair. It's weird that we're talking about Nicola. Because we've also gotten Queen of Cups for Nicola. I feel like Antonia, 7 of Pentacles, she's actually really trying to I don't know why I'm getting this energy, but like become a better person, become a better person in a relationship. Queen of Cups. This is like I am striving because with the 7 of Pentacles, like to get spiritual work, it's like everything that comes after this is like describing what she's working on. Which is good. I mean, if you have the intention to become more of Empress energy, this is like abundant, positive, like you want to become like this positive, loving force, Queen of Cups in your relationship, like that's good. Like you're trying to become a better version of yourself, being more loving and giving. Now, what sparked this? I mean, sometimes a breakup can spark this kind of growth for sure. Because this is kind of interesting that we have her all of a sudden very focused on Empress and Queen of Cups energy. It's like, I want to become this person. Uh, let's get his energy to see if we can get a clarifier. That is really that's a lot. That's a lot. What about 6 months energy as a couple? Alex says Nicola is my fellow Capricorn. Yes. Fellow Capricorn energy. Oof. Okay. Let's see. Luke's energy, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Luke Newton's current energy in his relationship. The world. Okay. So this is like feeling like you have the whole world in your hands. You have a lot of potential. Again, this feels more like a personal card, an energy that more has to do with himself than his relationship. I just got goosebumps, so confirmation. What else? The Ace of Pentacles, focused on his money. Huh. With a moon in Taurus. Okay. Nicola with the moon in Taurus. Capricorn sun. Yeah, very like, she's very grounded. That's why she always comes through as like Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Empress. Like she's got some good vibes. I genuinely like Nicola Coughlan a lot. For him to be in the world in Ace of Pentacles energy, he really is focused on his success and trying to figure out where he can find this success. You know, how can he tap into this? I think he wants to be like, you know, this A-lister. And, you know, good for him for having big goals, big dreams. I mean, he certainly can make it happen, but he's focused on making it happen. The world and the Ace of Pentacles. he wants it all. He's like, I didn't come this far to only come this far. But it's weird that we're getting these cards in a relationship reading. I get it if we were doing like a career reading, but we're doing a relationship reading. So I feel like he is very focused on his own goals, himself, what he wants to do. And then we have Antonia focused on working on herself. And this makes me a little bit sad, to be honest, because this to me feels like kind of chasing energy. It's like, well, I want to work on myself and become better, for a relationship. And he's like got his eyes on the prize. So it's like she's more focused on their relationship. He's more focused on his career and on himself. And I think we've gotten something similar to this before for them. So I don't get anything like that says a breakup. We're not getting a tower card. We're not getting like, I don't know. I'm not feeling breakup. I'm not getting judgment, but I'm getting definitely a shaky connection where he's focused on his career and himself, and she's like trying to figure out what she can do to like make it work, which makes me a little bit sad. But I think she's, still going to grow along the way. You'd still take something positive from every relationship, even if it doesn't end up working out. All right. So for the next 6 months, Gunyara wants to know, what about the next 6 months for the two of them? Gunyar says, yeah, I remember someone on TikTok looked at their reading and said Luke and Antonio are not acting like a couple. They're more like by themselves. There's no emotional connection between them. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is a pretty separate energy. She's very hyper focused on herself to become better for the relationship. And he's hyper focused on becoming successful. So neither of them really seem like present and in love. It seems like there's just like too much pressure on both of them in different ways. Okay, next 6 months. Oh, whoa. Okay, we're getting a lot of cards here. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. Next 6 months for these two. Okay, Six of Swords. This is the breakup energy. This is the exact same energy that we got for, the people who are having the affair. And I told you all about Stan. Someone is going to realize, one of them is going to have a realization that is like, I'm over this. I'm too good for this. I'm not being treated the way I want to be treated. And somebody is going to leave. And for them, because they live it like internationally, someone's going to cross the pond to get away from the other. So this could be, somebody moving to a different country, obviously like a different continent. But yeah, someone is going to break up and literally like physically move themselves away from the other person across water. So yeah, I don't see it lasting. But they're kind of in a situation right now where they're working through it. I don't see that they're broken up now, but yeah. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only, this is sort of the unraveling continuing to happen. Really kind of a dragged out process of unraveling, if you ask me. All right, but wishing them both well. They both find happiness, success, love, all the things that they want in their lives so they can both be happy. Okay. For Zara Larson, Tate McRae, our last request of the night, Alex wants to know, will they collab? Will Zara Larson collab with Tate McRae, who she opened up for? Now, what's interesting is people have, the streets have been talking, as one of you guys said. I thought that was so funny. The streets have been talking, and the streets have said that it's weird that Zara Larson and Tate McRae don't hang out socially, like when they were on tour together. Somebody asked Zara Larson point blank about this, and she was like, no, we're both really busy. We don't dislike each other. We're just like busy. What is Tate McRae's birth chart? Because we know Zara Larson's birth chart now. Let me look it up really quick, because I feel like we do need a little astro information. We need a little astrology background, because I don't know too much about Tate McRae birth chart. We just need to know. Okay, we don't have her birth time, so we're just going to go with what we can find out about her. So, she has a lot of Cancer energy, you guys. Tate McRae has her sun in Cancer, moon in Cancer, Mercury in Cancer, Saturn in Cancer, Chiron in Capricorn, opposing all of her Cancer energy. Whoa. North Node in Taurus at 27 degrees. Venus in Gemini. Okay, so she's having her Venus return right now. So starting tomorrow, and Uranus is going to be entering into Venus or connecting to her Venus energy. So surprises and love and creativity. Ooh, I wish we had her birth time so we would know like which house Venus is in for her. So she's going to be surprising us in her love life over the coming 7 years. She's going to be evolving and changing with love, creativity. Um, with all of her Cancer energy, I will say this based on what we know about Zara Larson's birth chart and having her birth time and all of that, I feel like they have super, super different energy. Tate McRae's birth chart is somebody who is very much in their feelings and is moved by their emotions. You know, with a lot of Cancer energy in your chart, you are moved by your feelings. Your feelings are your fuel. And then Mars in Pisces. So it's like she's got a lot of feelings and she uses those feelings for her creativity. I mean, she's water dominant. Mars in Pisces and Uranus in Pisces. Yeah, so she's like and then her Pluto's in Sagittarius, conjunct Zara Larson's Sagittarius sun. So they definitely have had, that's a change. They helped each other change. I think that that would indicate why going on tour with Tate McRae was so transformative for Zara Larson, because with someone else's Pluto conjunct your sun, they can be a big like transformational moment for you. Like they can help you to change your life. That it could have even been like a karmic connection. I mean, we're gonna get a little crazier, but like could have been like a past life connection where there was karmic debt, where Tate like paid her back by putting, helping her get onto the stage. Because I will say, Zara Larson, one of the things I noticed about her that I was thinking about while I was editing that I didn't add into the podcast because it was already filmed and everything. But while I was editing, seeing Zara Larson sing as a child and how good she was. I mean, if you guys haven't seen her My Heart Will Go On cover of Celine Dion when she was like 10 years old, you got to go see it. Go find it on YouTube. It will give you chills. So good, such a beautiful voice, such stage presence at that age. And she has her 12th house ruled by Leo. Wherever your 12th house is, there is a school of astrology that believes that that can indicate who you were in a past life. And I could see, I mean, just her singing alone as a child made me believe that theory was true because it seemed like she was more picking up where she left off. The way she was singing, it was like she's done this before. In a past life, she was a famous singer. And that could also indicate why she was ready to be famous like right away. Cause it was like she was picking up where she left off more than starting anew. Anyway, that was just like a random thought that I had that I could just so see that for her. So she's on a very different path than Tate McRae. She's in this Aquarian, expansive, Sagittarian type of energy where Zara Larson is really meant to like be a part of and merged with the whole world. And like her journey is about touching the world and like connecting with other people. Tate's journey, also famous, so going to transform and impact other people. But there's with all the Cancer there, it's also about her learning to love herself and to like love others. It's a more sensitive birth chart for sure. Like internally. So I could see them not hanging out just because they're just super different. Like it not even being a negative thing. It just being like just sort of not the same interest or like one person wants to go do this while the other person wants to do that. And musically, that could be the case as well. So let's pull some cards and see though what we get. All right. And what are you guys saying? Okay, I had to get that out. Okay. Alex says Tate McRae's a Cancer sun. Zara has a Cancer moon. People created a lot of drama from Jess with Zara and Tate that the two of them, when the two of them went on tour together, right? That was perfect that Zara opened up for her. Tate is dating some hockey player, isn't she? Yes, I think so. Absolutely different energy, Alex says. But I forgot about Zara's Cancer moon. So definitely Zara with the Cancer moon and Tate having all that Cancer in her chart, it's like she feels for her, but it could almost be like intense, like an intense kind of connection. Like it's almost like because Tate also has her Chiron. Her Chiron is in Capricorn opposing the Cancer energy. So there could be like, I don't know, there could even be like weird like friction between the two of them because if someone else's Chiron is opposite your moon, like there could even be little ways that you guys rub each other the wrong way. And it could be maybe because like Tate reminds Zara of like old habits or like things that she has already like grown past because she's also a little older than her. So and maybe it's uncomfortable a little bit. I don't know. It feels uncomfortable to me. But definitely like there is a recognition and I don't think there's like they dislike each other or anything like that. I don't think there's any drama. Yeah, Jess says, I think they're on different paths. Tate McRae and Olivia Rodrigo are friends, which makes more sense than Tate and Zara. Right. Yes. Could you see Zara and I hang out as friends? For sure, Alex, for sure. With your Aquarius, Venus, and all that Capricorn? Absolutely. Besties, for sure. I could see it. Lauren says, oh, I just arrived. Hey, Lauren, how's it going? I'm going to scroll back, but just wanted to say hi first. Hi, Lauren. I'm so glad you're here. Hope all is well. Thank you. We hope all is well with you too. We're sending you a big hug. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, Alex, you and Zara Larson have a lot of similar energies with the Capricorn emphasis, the Aquarius emphasis. I think you'd be friends. What can I say? I think you would. All right, let's see. Ooh, the cards are flipping a little bit. Okay, so allegedly for entertainment purposes only, could Zara Larson and Tate McRae collab on something together? Alex says we both have Mercury in Sagittarius, Venus in Aquarius. She's a Sagittarius sun. I have a Sagittarius North node. She's a Capricorn Mars. I have a Capricorn sun with Cancer Mars. Yeah, friends. Friends, BFFs for life. A lot of similar energies. You guys are really working with a lot of the same energies in this life. Okay, could they collab? Is it possible? Allegedly. Ooh, okay, we have the Hierophant. Interesting. This is a weird card to get us the answer. This card can be like major life lessons. It can also indicate marriage, mentorship. Maybe Zara, in a way, is like a mentor to Tate. Interesting. Okay. It doesn't feel super creative, though. It feels, let's get a clarifier. Yes, I've been a fan of Zara's for years. Oh my God, Alex, that makes so much sense. Okay, what else to clarify? The Hierophant. Oh, we're going to take both of them. Guys, stop. We got the Three of Pentacles. This is collaboration energy. And then the Eight of Pentacles, hard work. And the Three of Pentacles is collabing. Okay, yeah, they're going to collab. I think they will. The Hierophant, though, this is like a mentor type thing. So I don't know. They're also like working on, it's deeper than just the collab. So maybe they're like having really deep conversations behind the scenes where they're both like learning and growing. And maybe there's sort of a mentor mentee type of relationship when it comes to songwriting. I don't know if Tate McRae writes her own songs or not. Zara has talked about how she's like writing her own songs now. Like I put the clips in the podcast where she used to not write her own songs when she was younger and she's been like owning her voice and writing her own songs. I don't know, maybe she's going to help Tate also take more ownership. But it goes deeper than just a collab. It's like imparting some sort of wisdom that I believe it's Zara because she's, the older party and has been in the business a really long time. It's like she's going to be imparting some sort of wisdom to Tate and like it's going to be something that she takes with her. Wow. Okay, that's really great. And the Eight of Pentacles is power, success, money. The Three of Pentacles is collabing. Like this is my card of collaboration. So it would be a strong yes. Wow. Okay, that's insane. Alex says, oh my God, Britt, there is a UK singer, Jade, who is in Little Mix. who was in Little Mix and the X Factor UK. Well, she was born only a day before me. Ooh, the only placement different in our birth charts is our moons. Hers is Capricorn. Oh my God. Are you a big fan of hers? Because I feel like you would connect with her music then, big time. Yeah, you guys. So we will stay tuned because I think some pretty banger songs are going to be coming out from Zara Larson and Tate McRae, or at least one. Keep an eye on it. That's going to be fantastic. Love it. Love it. I think they're both going to be super happy with the success from it, and they're going to be learning from each other. So we love to see it. We love when people are just supporting each other in the industry. It's super empowering. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. This was so fun. Thanks for joining me on this podcast episode so I didn't have to record by myself. It's more fun with you guys. Just sending you guys the biggest hug. And if you are members or patrons, keep an eye out because right after this, I'm going to be filming and posting all the transit tea on what's happening with Venus in Gemini, Uranus in Gemini. We're going to talk about the Aquarius North Node, Leo South Node, and Jupiter moving into Leo. I know it's a lot, but it's all going to make sense once you see the video. Okay. Love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Y'all are the best. This was so fun. Thanks for all the tea you always spill and bring to the table. Alex says, yes, I'm a huge fan of hers. I saw Jade on her solo tour this year in Portland, Oregon, back in early February with my cousin and even got to meet her. Oh my God, that's so special. Amazing. Amazing. It was fun. It was fun, Gunyar. Thank you for your requests. Okay, love you guys. Bye. I'll see y'all soon. Take care. Have a really good rest of the week. Bye, guys.